And we're back with another episode of the Pals Podcast. I am your co-host, Danny Galarno.
Was that a giggle? And I'm your other co-host, Ricky Liordi. And Danielle, who did we have on today?
We had Simona Stallone on the podcast today. She's content creator, real estate agent, and host of her series. I'm freezing.
The unathletic.
No. You said that
the
during
unfit.
No, the out of shape Olympic.
The out of shape. No, wasn't it the unathletic?
No, because you said that during the episode and she corrected you.
Yeah. The unathletic or the out of shape Olympics.
Yes.
She's a content creator. She's doing some really good stuff. This was her first podcast that she's been on, and she has amazing energy, a great storyteller. And I came across her content. I generally thought it was some of the funniest, coolest content I've seen on the internet as of late. So invited her on the podcast and she did not disappoint at all.
Oh my God, such a good storyteller. So much fun. So cool what she's doing. I feel like a lot of the times people talk and watch and have a lot to say, but they don't actually go out and do it. And she's just that person that goes out and fucking does it. Yeah. And it's just impressive. And kudos to you. I'm impressed. And I love it.
Yeah. And it's great. Like, you would never have guessed that this was her first podcast coming out, because the way she tells her stories and the energy she brings is 10 out of 10.
Unmatched. And then there's a little snippet at the end when she brought in her little surprise for us. And I absolutely love that for her.
So make sure you watch it till the end, because this was a really
good one.
Simona, thank you for being a pal. And Danielle, what do we say?
Let's fucking go.
Well, Simona, welcome. So glad to have you. We were just saying how it's like very rare do we get someone booked and that shows up and everything's perfect. So I'm really excited for this. We're going to jump right into it. You do the Out of Shape Olympics.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
How did the idea come about?
Okay. So basically it started 2 years ago, 2024. Paris Olympics are about to start. My partner and I were sitting at the dinner table having that same chat that everybody talks about. They're like, oh, I wish like the Olympics was like jury duty and like random people got picked, which I still think is the best idea ever.
I 100%
Well,
agree.
we can chat about that in a sec. So we were just talking about how we wish there was one average person for like perspective. They always have like the line for Olympic record, but we never got the average Joe line. So we wanted to have basically somebody show that perspective. And I was saying that. And he goes, well, why don't you just do it? And I was like...
We love a supportive partner.
Yeah.
We love a supportive partner.
He is great. So we're like, yeah, why don't I just do it? So the Olympics were starting in like 2 days from there. So like rapid fire, we planned everything, started filming, and it honestly took on a life of its own. I had at that point, so I do real estate, and my real estate account was like pretty good on social media. I had like 300,000 followers on my real estate TikTok, which is just for work. So
That's solid.
It's solid, yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah, but it wasn't what I would call like, I wasn't like a content creator or like an influencer. It was more for like lead generation and like that's my real estate work.
That's your bread and butter.
That's my bread and butter at that point. And then I had like maybe 2,000 followers max on Instagram. That was it. And again, that was all just crossover from the 300,000 from TikTok. So by the beginning of Out of Shape Olympics, 2,000 followers. By the end, I think I had like 135-ish, 135,000.
Yeah.
So it took on a mind of its freaking own. And it was so quick. People bought in. And I was so embarrassed to post the first one.
I'm one of them.
Yeah. I'm glad, because I almost didn't post the first one because it was a swimming event. We like to post them as the events actually go so we can say like the results. First event is like a swimming one. So there's me in my bathing suit. I'm like, great, cool. Yeah, let's post myself flailing in the water for like a minute straight. And I remember when the video hit 10,000 views and I thought that was peak. I was like, holy
This is
shit.
sick, yeah.
This is it. Guys, I've made it. I'm moving to LA. Like, what do I do next? And then it just kept going. So it was great. Yeah.
What's been your favorite? We'll ask two questions. What's been your favorite activity or sport you've done? Mm-hmm. And then what's been your favorite video to make?
Okay. Have you ever curled in your life before?
No.
Kind of.
Curling?
Not properly, but I've thrown a stone on ice, but not like on the curling rink.
Curling is the most fun I've ever had. Filming, playing a sport. I'm like, this is my sport. I'm so bad at it.
Really controversial this year too.
Yeah.
So
really controversial with the whole like
the finger gate.
But at the same time, I posted that video today of curling. I thought curling was super lame before we filmed anything. I was like, what do you mean you're just throwing a rock? This is shuffleboard. Like, old people play this on like cruise ships. No. The athleticism in curling and like just like how fun it is. I was like, I'm sorry to the curlers. Like, I apologize to the sport in general. So much fun. So you should both go curling. And then what was the other question? I forgot because I keep
Your
just keep
favorite
talking.
video to make and your favorite sport that you tried.
And my favorite video to make, I think in general, my favorite video to make was anything where I got to like interact with people who actually did that sport. So something like speed skating, and then from like the Summer Olympics, like equestrian or fencing, anything where I got to go in and the person was like, hey, I run this fencing club or the speed skating club. And they got to show me like firsthand why they love the sport, how to do it. And it wasn't just me like figuring it out. I love that social interaction and like meeting so many good people through just these silly little videos.
Yeah.
Automatically makes them my favorite ones to film.
Okay, so what's the process? So
Yeah.
you decide, okay, this year we're doing winter. You haven't done the Winter Olympics yet. You
Yeah.
Google the sports, and then you pick one that's starting at the beginning, and like walk us through the whole process.
So that's kind of how it worked the first time around. We basically said, this is going to happen, so we're going to go film this one today. And for the Summer Olympics, it's like summer camp. So everybody gets to go, and we're like, let's see how fast we can run. And it's super fun. And you can film like 10 events in one day, because all I have to do is run 100 meters that way, and it's done. Perfect. For the Winter Olympics, we thought it was going to be the same thing. Incorrect, right off the bat. It's like one day and we filmed half of something. So we did have a lot more planning involved in this one. We actually pre-filmed almost every single one of our events. Was pre-filmed about, I would say, a month. We started filming beginning of January, mid-January. And that's when we started reaching out. We actually started reaching out to people in November. So this has been like a long time coming.
It's a big planning.
We knew we were going to have like a lot of moving parts, and we knew we were going to need extra help this year. So that was, everything was pre-filmed. The whole process is basically, do you want like the full behind the scenes?
Yeah.
I've never
Yes.
said this of like how I film it and stuff. Ugh, okay. Okay. So
You're a great storyteller,
Yeah,
by the way.
thank you.
I don't know if anyone's ever
I
told
love
you.
attention,
You're
so
doing
talking
great.
is
No,
great for me.
You're crushing this.
Basically what we do is everything I do is accurate. I just want to stay with that, because I don't want anybody to watch this and say like, oh, she doesn't actually do the events. I do the event every single time, and my time is accurate to what I did. However, I actually do the event probably 5 or 6 times, maybe more, because we want to get all the camera angles. So I will do, So let's say hypothetically we're doing swimming. I will swim the 100 meters, and I will do it as fast as I can. And we will get, which isn't very fast, and we will
You're
get,
doing your best.
yeah, I'm doing my best.
You're doing more than other people, so
Yeah, we will get like that time, and we'll go back and forth. And that is our time. That is the one we go off of. And then we will do it again to make sure we have all the angles. So if like something happened over here, we want to make sure we capture that. We want to make sure we get like an underwater shot, or like a shot of me doing a flip turn, or a shot of me from skiing from this angle. I will do it again and again till we have a cohesive story that people can follow. Even though I've done the event 5 or 6 times,
yeah.
it is like the one time that we actually use the time for. So I do everything accurately, and it's not like I'm faking it. I am doing everything, but I am doing it multiple times to make it the most pleasurable viewing experience for the audience.
Well, you only have one camera person.
Yeah, so
You don't have 8 cameras at 8 different points. If
we
you
do now.
If you had
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So when we did like the skiing events, we just had to recruit people on the spot. So first day we went, with first event I filmed on the ski slopes. We went to Mount St. Louis. They are so great. They were so receptive for what I wanted to do. They're like, please come in. Please film here. We're going to assign a ski patroller, though, to stay with you because you might get hurt, but we're going to love whatever you're doing. So,
I love it. Shout out Mount St.
yeah,
Louis.
they're the best. So I go in. It's me and my partner. Neither of us know how to ski
Like at all.
at all. I've been on skis once when I was 10 years old.
Growing up in Canada, never went skiing.
Never.
Did you grow up in Canada?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Okay.
I never went skiing. I
Not
think I
even
went.
field trip or something?
No.
Okay.
No, isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
So I went one time when I was, again, like 10. Never made it off the bunny hill. And then I just went home and never thought of it again. I'm like, cool, see you later. Like, that's not for me.
I respect it. You're just fucking,
Yeah.
I'm going to do this. I'm going to show the world.
Yeah, I'm going to send it. Yeah, so everything I do, I'm like, oh, I commit to the bit. So here we are.
Yeah, but that's the fucking confidence you need.
Yeah, I think I wouldn't even call it confidence. Like, I just go into every single thing in my life with an air of delusion that actually pushes me forward.
But that can also be confidence.
100%. But it's not, it's confidence to a delusional point.
Yeah, that's still
because when I go to do something, it's not like I can't do something. It's like, how am I going to do it? And then it's just like, I do it. And sometimes the how is like, that's none of my business. Like, I'm going to figure that out on the fly.
When I get there.
So,
when I get there. 100%.
yeah.
Because if you, go ahead.
Yeah.
No, I was going to say, if you have to think about how you're going to do it, sometimes the thought process will psych you out of it.
100%.
Like, there's times where, like, you know, in the summertime, I'm feeling myself. I feel good. I'm like, yo, if I see Gracie Abrams right now and I talk to her, I got a chance. If I see like Dua Lipa, I've got a chance with her. Not thinking what I'm going to say, how I'm going to get that chance.
No,
but sometimes that delusional
Yeah.
confidence is like, yeah, me and Dua Lipa, we've been married in my dreams many times.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't know how we got married.
And if
don't
you
know how
walk
we met.
past her,
Oh yeah,
maybe in
I've
real
got
life.
a fucking full shot at it. 100%.
100%.
So it's kind of like you, like, never skied, and
Yeah,
skiing
that's the
is.
same level. You
Do
meeting
you know
Dua
how to
Lipa
ski?
and
Yeah,
me
well, you know how to
skiing is
skate
like
a little
on the
bit,
same.
though. You know how to skate, so like skating
Yeah.
and skiing, it gives you a little bit. Like, you're athletic now, like you.
Yeah, of course I am. Yeah.
Well, you went skiing on when you don't necessarily know how to ski.
Yeah, 100%. But I figured it out.
You figured it out. Okay, so all the brands and all, sorry, not the brands, all the
Yeah.
places you reach out to, they're receptive to this idea?
Yeah, I think the only place that wasn't receptive was I did reach out to some place, a hockey club to do hockey, and it was more for safety. It wasn't that they weren't receptive to the idea. They were actually really excited. They're just like, hey, like, waiver wise, this isn't going to work.
They don't want to be liable.
They didn't want to be
anything
liable. And that
happening.
is so fair because they were going to let me play with like actual hockey players. And to be honest, it's totally fine that didn't happen. A friend of mine ends up, she is a hockey player. They play in like a beer league. So she just got a group together and then we rented out a rink and we all played a little bit of a scrimmage, which wasn't much of me doing anything but turning in circles because they go so fast. But
Okay, no, my biggest thing was like, how
Yeah.
did you like decide like, okay, like I'm gonna do bobsled today?
so that's all planned like in advance. That was like that month in advance that we planned leading up to it. So we made a list of all the events that we wanted to do, and when I say we, I'm not talking about myself in third person. It is myself and my partner. So we knew we needed some, like, I call them big ticket items. So those are the ones that people are like, how the hell did she do this? And we knew that skeleton and bobsled were going to be one of those big ticket items.
100%.
Yeah. So we started looking at places of where we can do it. I think actually we started with looking up luge because in my partner's mind, it was less scary to go down feet first than head first.
Again, that is a conversation we all have watching the Olympics.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like,
I
skeleton's
disagree, though.
fucked. Skeleton's fucked.
I
I would say skeleton's the scariest.
I would say skeleton is the least scariest. Like, so fun fact, when you're talking about bobsled, luge, and skeleton, is that all three of them?
Yeah.
The down the ice track, the safest one, statistically, is skeleton, and then bobsled, and then the most dangerous one is luge.
Sorry, and how do you define safest?
That's a question for someone else who knows things.
You said
but
it very
that's
confidently.
That's
was
what
it?
they told me, and I
Okay.
blindly believed them.
Because I'm just thinking, like,
I just think statistics of crashes. So like how many times people crash and like how hurt you can get.
Well, because
like-
the Australian team right now for bobsled, they tipped
Yeah.
over early on, going
they were
down.
fine.
Yeah.
But high risk. Like even the announcers were like, "How are they going to protect their heads? Because your heads are just banging the side the whole time."
Yeah,
so
you
as an
gotta
amateur
get like
going,
super
But
like,
it's,
low.
but it's almost like you're a turtle, though, right? You're just ducking.
yeah, I
Yeah.
know. But
Your head's
apparently,
in the
like,
bobsled and it's just
injury-
du-du-du.
like
Have
the
you guys ever
injuries
been
that
in
like
a
go to
bobsled?
Spain. No.
Yeah, I did in Lake Placid when I was like 10.
Yeah, they
But like,
have-
I'm with a dude driving it. Like, I was just sitting.
So I drove the bobsled. They basically explained to you. I did it at Whistler Whistler Sliding Center. So basically we planned when we were going to go, and we like booked all the dates, and then we kind of planned everything around our big ticket items, which was a trip we had to take. We did a business trip out to Whistler.
I love that business expense. You
It
hear
is
that?
a business expense.
100% business expense.
Yeah, my company sent me on an all expenses paid trip to Whistler. I am self-employed. So yeah, that was great.
She gets it.
Yeah. Thank you.
My business. I'm gonna start
Yeah.
saying that. My business is sending me to LA next week.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
amazing
All
for you.
expenses paid.
They're the best. I get as much time off as I want. My boss is so lenient.
I'm my boss.
She doesn't care. Yeah.
I'm his accountant, so
I'm
keep
yeah.
keep talking.
My partner is my accountant too, and every time he does like our finances, I'm like, it's the worst day of the month. Like he'll go like every couple months, he'll like sit down and go through the expenses. I'm like, fuck. He's like, you spend too much money. I'm like, like, what am I supposed to do about that? Like, we should just make more. Like, I don't know.
I do want to get to the finance and the business
Yeah,
side
sorry,
because
sorry.
I'm very curious on that. But
Yeah, yes.
continue
We'll be
on.
back.
Continue
Get me
on.
back on
Your,
track.
we're at Whistler.
So we go to Whistler. First of all, Whistler Sliding Center, they're amazing. They were so on board with what I wanted to do. We ended up booking that trip when I was in Mexico. So I'm like literally in like Mayan ruins. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to come January this date. Can you hear me? Yeah, no, I'm just in the ruins. Yes, please. I would love to bobsled. So we booked it all. We knew when we were going, booked the flights. It was all good. We get there and bobsled was the first thing I did. And it's called like a discover your own bobsled. So that's yourself and one other person and you're the one driving the bobsled. The bobsled's not the exact same one they use in the Olympics when they send you down without a professional. An actual bobsled, like the nose of the bobsled, is flexible. So that way you can turn the nose and then the bobsled will follow. However, when they send you down and you have no experience in a bobsled, the nose is just straight. So it literally is just like
You just go.
torpedo.
A torpedo
death.
going
Yeah.
straight down.
Yeah.
So they explain how it works inside. They're called D-rings, and it's like a super primitive device. And you literally just hold on to these earrings. You pull the left one.
I don't think anyone's ever said super primitive on this podcast in 350 episodes.
Oh my God, okay, wait.
No, you are crushing this.
I'm like so much better than everybody else. Is that right?
You are.
Okay,
Okay,
cool.
continue. You're fucking
So-
crushing this.
The D-rings are in there, and you basically pull left to go left, pull right to go right. And then the guy explaining it, his name is Felipe. He's so cool. He's like, yep, 5% of people crash. He's like, if you crash, you probably won't get hurt. You might get like bumps and bruises, but you're like not going to die kind of thing. He goes, but get really low and like go in the bobsled and just like pray for it to be over kind of thing. I'm like, okay, cool. Great. I'm like, I'm not going to crash. Oh, he does tell you if you crash though, you lose access to all the GoPro footage because there's a GoPro on the front and the side. And I'm there to film it, and you only get to go down once. I'm like, I can't crash. Like, that's what I'm here
chance,
for. 0% chance I crash. I tell him that. I'm like, 0% chance I'm crashing this thing. He goes, okay. I'm like, okay.
He's like laughing
Great
at
faith.
that.
Delusional confidence.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not crashing. So he also says that if you ever start to panic, so you're steering the bobsled, we're going down the Whistler, the Whistler track, which is the same one they used in the 2010 Olympics. Like it is,
Yeah.
it's nothing different. We do go down from halfway because he's like, if we send you up from the top, you will die.
Yeah, you're going too fast.
So they send you down from halfway. I go down and he goes, okay, if you guys go to if you start to panic, don't steer in any way, just like push forward on the rings. And then the sled should know how to get itself down. You might still crash, but at least the sled's going to make it the rest of the way down. I'm like, okay, cool. I know what to do. I'm the one steering. I'm also signed up alone. So they asked this poor kid, I think he's from Belgium. They're like, hey, do you want to go again? Sit in the back of this girl's
Wait, but what happened to your
bobsled?
partner?
My partner's filming.
Okay.
So
My
this
partner's
is open to the
cameraman.
public though.
This is open to the
Like
public.
I can go do this.
Yeah, you can sign up and go. And I honestly would recommend you do it. Like it is I was terrified,
I'm
but
so
it is
down.
so much fun. Everybody should do it's bobsled and skeleton are both open to the public, and luge if you're under 14. But they wouldn't let me do that. So I was like,
Only
please
if
make
you're
an
under
exception for
14?
me. Yeah, because I think you go way too fast if you're like an adult human. And me, I'm like, ugh, probably not the best. So I get into the bobsled. It's me, kid from Belgium, who's like, yay, you get to go again. So excited. Has no idea what's about to happen. We go down the first corner. It the worst roller coaster you've ever been on. That's what a bobsled feels like. You are just hitting your head back and forth the whole time. Around probably one of the first-ish corners. Oh, and mind you, the way it looks at the beginning when I can see, have you ever watched one of those? It's one of those hypnotize yourself or deep sleep meditation videos. And it's the mandala and you keep going into the mandala and everything's it's this picture and then you go inside it and it's spinning and now you're in a new part of the picture. Do you know what I'm talking
Yes,
about?
I do.
Okay. It feels like that. So it's really, really disorienting, but we're going around one of the first corners and I don't know if I didn't have my helmet on properly. I 100% did. They checked it, but it hits my helmet in such a way like this and it knocks it up to here. So now I can't see. So I am steering the bobsled. There's nobody else. It's me, kid from Belgium in the back, and I am blind. So I go, just relax. And I push the D-rings forward and I go, and it'll be over soon. Okay. And that was it. And I didn't see a thing.
Why did you say, hey, kid, I can't see, direct me or something?
You can't. You're there. You're like, ooh,
And you're
okay.
probably just going so fast.
You're going so fast. It's also
Yeah,
only
that's
30
true.
seconds. It feels like a lifetime, but it is really fast. And my job is to steer. The kid in the back's job is to brake. That's his only job. His job is hold on and brake when it's over. And my job is to also, if he doesn't break, I'm supposed to like turn around and be like, the brakes, do the brakes. He's like, okay. So we're ready. And we go past the finish line. He goes, does the brakes. We get out. He goes, why didn't you yell at me to do the brakes? I'm like, my guy, I didn't know we were done. Like, I couldn't see. And he's like, ugh.
He's like, how did I make it down here?
Yeah, but
How do you say fuck this bitch in Belgium?
yeah, he was a good sport about it. He was so funny. And then after we looked at our times, because they send you like your times, your pictures, and all the like footage. I had the fastest time. I didn't steer at all, and I went down the fastest.
You push it straight.
Yeah, I was like, ooh, let's go. And he also told me, the instructor, he's like, I thought you were gonna crash. He goes, we heard a lot of sounds of you hitting the walls, and that usually means a crash is coming. And he's like, I was laughing because you said you weren't gonna crash, and I hear you about to crash. And that did make me feel better, because if somebody's joking about you crashing, I'm like, okay, it can't be that bad if we're joking about it. But yeah, that was nuts. That was nuts. You guys should do it.
I'm actually so down, because like things like that don't scare me too. And I think that's where like I'm delusional, is that I think like I could go on like a black ski hill and be like completely fine.
You probably
but like
can.
I would do it, but then I would like fall 20 times and probably give everyone on with a heart attack. But I'm having fun, so it's okay.
Who cares?
But my favorite question to ask during the Olympics is like, to people, is just like, what sport would you do if you could? Because like, how many times do we sit there and watch and be like, I could do better than that, or I could do that. Like everyone does that.
Oh yeah, 100%.
The hockey game. I was like, boys, come on.
Oh,
Ladies, let's go.
Come on, McKinnon, you should have buried that open netter.
Yeah,
but now that you've like tried a bunch, like what would you pick as like your Olympic sport?
So if I had to train hard, and like I'm gonna make it. Like I'm gonna be in the Olympics. Delusional, it would be the biathlon. I just
really
yeah.
Like the shooting and the skiing?
I'm a really good shot.
I just found out what that was, and I was like, how is this an Olympic sport?
Wild. The Germans invented it.
That's crazy.
I understand how it's an Olympic sport.
What would you pick?
My path to the Olympics would be an alpine skier.
Really? Okay.
And I would do it under my Brazilian background. I have it planned out.
I have a plan
wait,
too.
Did you? Yeah.
So
wait. What's yours? Wait.
No, mine. I'm like, Greece only has one winter team in the Olympics, so I can pick any winter sport basically in Greece. And
Why
no
don't
one
you
does
do that?
it. You can train here in Canada, so I'm gonna marry my
why
Greek
don't you
friend.
do that? That sounds great.
And we've decided we're gonna be a bobsled team.
Do you have to? Are you like a Greek citizen?
Not at all.
Okay. Do you have to be a citizen of that country?
Well, I can just get married and then I become a citizen.
But do you have to be born there, or is
No,
it just?
no,
I'm just not Greek
okay.
at all,
You
so like I would have no affiliation.
You have to have a passport or citizenship. I think.
Okay, so I just have to marry one of them, get my passports, and then you can pick anything.
So Danielle, you know that's not how it works. You have to qualify.
Yeah, of course.
How are you going to qualify for what sport?
Yeah, but think about like the people.
What sport?
Okay, but think about like the people in like Jamaica who never qualified and they went and they had like the lowest time. They still went to the Olympics.
No, but they still qualify.
Okay, well, I'm going to train hard enough to qualify. I have Canada at my disposal. Bobsled.
Bobsled. Okay.
That's why I'm asking so many questions. Like, I'm so invested in bobsled right now. Like, I just think I could do it. Skeleton luge, any of it. Like, I just know I.
So yeah, I Googled this obviously.
Like, I'm ready.
ChatGPT. When I was in my rabbit hole of your content, I was like, fuck, like there's. And I love the Olympics. I'm like a huge Olympic hardo. So I actually planned out my path. And in alpine skiing, the way it works is there's so many events happening each year. If you participate in enough events, there are some events where the last place finisher still gains points. And it's based on a point system. And then each country, depending on how many points you get, you're allowed to set a certain amount of people. So the worst alpine skier in Canada, a lot of times is still better than the best skier in a lot of other countries. But the other countries are allowed to send a delegate.
Yeah.
So in alpine skiing, since any of the winter sports are very expensive, that's why like you gotta remember Canada's got way better skiers than some of these like South African skiers or these, there's a cross country skier from Brazil or something. Like Norway has their 50th best cross country skier is probably better.
Yeah.
But because there's only so many delegates from so many countries are allowed, you could literally almost like, I don't want to call it cheating, but you can game the system if you have a heritage in one of these like warm climate countries.
A woman did that. Did you know
Oh,
that?
there's so many.
Yeah.
There's so many. There's one this year.
She did half pipe.
So there was a Jamaican, there was, the girl half pipe. There was a guy from Jamaica cross country skiing, which is also one of the hardest sports on your body and your mind because it's literally like marathon training.
Yeah.
So it's just like, even just to compete is very hard. But again, slow and steady doesn't win the race, but it completes the race. And I just want to make that very clear. There was not Jamaica and not Brazil. Another, like it was a Caribbean country where the guy finished in last and the winner is Norwegian dude waited to congratulate him at the end, like
Oh,
30
that's-
minutes later.
Oh.
So yeah, there's like, it's actually a story. There's another Jamaican who finished last, but he became good friends with the Norwegian. This is like maybe 20 years ago. So there is ways where you can, again, I don't want to call it gaming the system because it's still very hard.
Oh yeah.
It's
Oh,
still
of course.
hard, but it is possible for a normal average person to go to the Olympics.
Yeah.
It is very possible.
I've decided I will be. So I am an Italian citizen. Got the passport and everything as well too. Canadian and Italian. Did you know that the Italians don't usually send a badminton player to the Summer Olympics? Guess who's about to get real good at badminton?
But is
Wouldn't that be
badminton
a-
one of those sports though?
What do you define
Is
one
it
of those
one?
sports?
Is it one of those sports where you can kind of game the system, or is it like there's an
No, I
international
probably
tournament
have
every
to,
year?
Like, I probably have to get semi good at badminton.
You could train here very easily and get
I'm
good.
just like, I don't really have that coordination. Like the birdie's here and I'm hitting here. Like it's just not. I know it's not for me, but it could be. I actually think rowing would be my thing. And
No.
no, but
Do
I
you
don't
know
want to
how
be.
hard rowing is?
Whoa,
Whoa.
calm down. I don't want to be the rower. I want to be the girl at the front that
The
goes,
coxswain.
row harder, row harder.
Yeah, you want to be the
Yeah.
Filipino boy.
Let's go. That's who I want to be.
That should have been your Halloween costume this year, Gio.
She gets
You
the
should have been the
medal,
fucking Filipino dude at the front of the boat. That would have been great.
Yeah, they get a medal too.
They
I
do.
do. They actually do
And
a
it's
lot
like-
of hard work.
They do a lot.
but-
My friend
And they're also like
university
fucking
wise.
70 pounds.
Yeah, well, you
That's
know what?
tough.
I
You
should
know-
lose weight too. Yeah.
Do you know how hard
that's
that
great.
would be?
No, but you have to be like really short to do it too.
Well, yeah, shut up. I don't know.
In all seriousness, I am going to the
You know,
Olympics.
I support you.
I'm excited. No, I know you do. I'm
support
just
you
kidding.
100%.
Yeah, we're having a great time.
I'm going to the Olympics.
Okay, I'm excited for you.
Summer of 2036. I will be there. Pickleball.
Pickleball. Okay.
Yes. I am heavily involved in Canadian pickleball, and I'm manifesting. I'm not as a player, as like a manager.
Okay.
I will be at the 2036 Olympics
As a manager for
as
a
a
team.
manager on Team Canada, not for any team.
And I'll be there as Gio's assistant.
Cool. And I'll come on the podcast after.
There we go.
Yeah. I love that we all have plans.
Well, do you know what you like? Honestly, I was thinking about this. 'Cause I'm going to do this for myself eventually, but like a behind the scenes like look at the Olympics. You need to do that.
What do you mean? Just give
So
me
you already do
ideas.
the sports.
Yeah.
So you've already like the average Joe trying the sports. You need to be interviewing these like Olympic athletes, talking about behind the scenes looks at each of the sports because you've done them all.
Yeah, I want to be. So my goal for the Olympics moving forward. So I've done the summer, I've done the winter, which is a crazy thing to say because the Winter
Insane.
Olympics are like so dangerous. I had no idea. I did, but I also
it's
didn't.
wild.
My goal is to hopefully next time be at the games. I want to be like Canada's version of Snoop Dogg. Like, you know how he just shows
Yeah.
up and he's like,
Yeah.
why is he curling now? Like, why is he on the Zamboni? I'm like, that's what I want to do. I want to like try every event first for like, what is it? CBC.
Yeah.
And then like do one of the games. They're like, now we have Simona who's going to show us what curling looks like if you've never curled before.
But that's what I'm saying. Like
I-
behind, like almost like not behind the scenes, but like you are the real
Yeah.
person who's done it. Because like
That's
right
what
now
I
we have
love.
like all the reporters. So some of them are former athletes, and I love them. But then you have like the reporters, and like I'm not no disrespect to them. They're all super talented
Mm-hmm.
reporters. But there are some of them are like asking questions to these athletes. Meanwhile, they've never gone downhill skiing or alpine skiing. You've done it.
Yeah.
Like I would love to just hear like a normal person talking about. So you got like
You know, how
Mark
hard is it?
McMorris talking about his like snowboard, and you'd be like, yeah, well I remember doing that back at Whistler, and I hit my ass a couple times, but you fucking crushed it. Great job out there.
Yeah, it's like Michael Kingsbury. I'm like, your Olympic gold is amazing. Tell me about the first time you did moguls. Like,
Yeah.
that's. I'll tell you about the first time I did mine.
Cue the footage.
Cue the footage.
Have you
Sync it
guys
up.
seen like in Milan this year? Like there was a skating rink where like fans were allowed to like skate with some of the athletes,
Oh, that's cute.
but it was
Yeah.
a speed skater and a figure skater for the U.S. team, and they switched.
I did
I'm
see
not
that.
even kidding. It looked like they had never stepped on the ice before. How they couldn't. Like you guys are both Olympic athletes, just switching the skates. They could barely walk.
But they're very different,
They're
right?
so
yeah, I
different.
know, but it just put into perspective too. And I think it was like a good video for people to see.
Yeah.
Kind of like what you're doing, like the average Joe. Like, okay, I can win a gold in figure skating, but put me in speed skates and I'm falling on my ass.
Yeah, I think a big portion of like my content in general obviously comes from entertainment, right? I want to entertain people. I want to make people happy. Especially right now, like the world always seems bleak. So if I could bring like a tiny bit of happiness to somebody's day, that is like that is what I consider like the peak of my existence. Like if I can make someone happy. But really it's like a love letter to these athletes because my goal is to show someone how hard it is to make something look effortless. Like how much work goes into making something look easy. And we can sit on our couches and say like, oh, why don't you tuck your elbow like half an inch in? Like, are you stupid? No, like you get up and do it. Like It is so incredibly hard to get to that level. That's why I also highlight in all my videos, I highlight like the first place winner, and then I also highlight the last place, because last place is still leaps and bounds above everybody else. And I think they deserve their accolades too, because
100,000,000%.
Yeah.
Well, it's, I was just talking about this with someone, is that the fact that like Olympic athletes, like many of them don't make any money, and they train day in and day out, and they are making pennies. Like people, we're sitting here judging on TV, they're spending their whole lives for these moments. And unless you're like the top of the top or in this like glamorous sport,
you're not making money.
You're not making money, and your whole life's dedicated nothing.
Unless you're American, now they're getting $200,000 each from the billionaire dude.
Sorry, did you see how much Singapore gets paid?
No.
Unbelievable. $1 million if you win a medal.
Yeah, but what about the ones who
Canada
don't?
is $15,000 if you win a medal, huh?
If you win a medal, you get paid $15,000
as a Canadian.
Yeah. Well, it's through sponsorships too. It's not even from the government.
No, this is just from like just the money you get if you win a medal.
Yeah, they're there's an American billionaire he's like a wealth fund manager. Each Olympian is getting $200,000. It's $100,000 in an investment account right now that they unlock when they're 40, and then another $100,000 that goes into retirement savings plans. So it's actually genius what he's doing, because he's an investment fund guy. So he's donating to a charity, which is his own charity that's going to give to him. So he gets, I think he gets the tax write-off, but he's also helping these people by funding, like by investing this money. So this $200,000 could be $500,000 in 20 years. Who knows, right? And it compounds. So it's $200,000 per Olympics that they attend moving forward.
That's wild.
So yeah, really, that's really cool. I forget his name, but yeah. I want to talk about the business side of this.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't mind me asking, how much have you spent? How much does it cost? Have you made any money with this content?
Yeah. Okay. So.
And you don't have to answer.
No. I'm like super big on like
cool.
like transparency.
Yeah. Awesome.
Because I think it's important to talk about, because.
And this is not a cheap activity.
Can I do that thing where I like speak to the camera now?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Your employers don't want you to talk about how much money you make, because they want to screw everybody in the company. That's it. Talk to your employees, talk to your coworkers, and talk about your salary. That's it. Anyways, wealth transparency, salary transparency is important. It's the reason we don't talk about it. It comes from above. It's fine. There's no ethical billionaires.
Sorry. Who's your boss again?
It's me. She's fine with what she does. So how much did this cost? So I will say, in general, every penny I've put into this, just to clarify, is worth it, because this really did kickstart my career as a content creator who gets paid. Because now I do this. I mean, I'm self-employed, so everything I do is full-time. But I do this at like a full-time basis. I do make content, and I do make money from it. Not necessarily all from the Olympic stuff, but I now have the following in the audience, which sparked from this.
Yep, 100%.
So in general, we haven't done the math yet for this one, but I would say like maybe close to, I don't want to like give you the wrong answer.
Hold on, let's Danny, me and you guess first.
Yeah, guess. I'm gonna think.
Including, this is all the total business expenses.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Are you higher or lower?
Higher.
You're higher than me?
Okay, this might be completely wrong because I haven't done all the math, but there was the biggest expense was flying to Whistler. That was for myself and my partner. That probably cost us $400. We flew like crappiest airline, crappiest seats.
Fly for $400?
Yeah, I think our tickets each were like $100, almost $200. Just like a little
advanced. Vancouver, you can go.
Yeah,
like you can go pretty much round trip $500.
Yeah, so we did like $500, and then we got a lot of discounts this time around. I got a lot of like freebies from doing the Olympics. So $500 to fly. My brother lives in Vancouver, so we got to stay there. We rented a car for another like $200 to drive to and from Whistler. We're probably now at $600.
I think we're way too high then.
Way off.
Yeah,
we're way off.
And then this is just the big expense. And then we had to pay for probably about, I'm going to guesstimate $400 for skeleton and bobsledding. I don't know where we're at now.
You're about $1,000.
Food, gas. I would probably guess around like $2,000.
Wow, we were way off.
We like guys like $30,000.
I said 30K.
No, oh my gosh, no. Oh, okay. I guess if we're
I thought it was
including,
higher.
we also had to buy like $1,000 and like a new, probably $2,000 in new camera equipment. So ugh, yeah, never mind.
Yes, you're still like, let's call it
Yeah,
5
you're
grand.
still
though.
under
we're
10
under
grand.
10K for sure.
Oh, okay.
That's amazing.
That's really
So
good,
we
yeah.
got really lucky in terms of.
I'm spending too much money, Gio. Fuck.
Yeah,
I need
you
her.
are.
I need to hire her on my team.
Yeah, so I'm pretty good at like the do-it-yourself thing, and I have a lot of friends who are like so willing to help, which is so
Yeah.
great. And then everybody was really happy to be involved this time. So like for example, like the Toronto Speed Skating Club, they brought me out, they decked me out like a speed skater, gave me the skates for free, put me on the ice with their speed skaters. That didn't cost me a single penny. It was just like, let me like promote you guys. And they were like, no, 100%, like, cool. Yeah, thank you for that. Like, you could have just come in. Mount St. Louis, again, they let me go in. They gave me the rentals, everything. I didn't have to pay. They were so, like, I cannot stress enough how amazing everybody I worked with this time was. So if you see a video where I was like thanking someone in the like description or tagged them or anything, they were the best. Like,
do you
so
think
good.
they were so nice to you because your energy is great? Like you have such a warm, welcoming
so.
persona.
I hope so, because I don't, it's hard now when I have followers. I have like, I don't even know how much, but like over 100,000 followers at that point. And I forget that sometimes makes people think a certain way about you, because I don't ever want to approach someone and ask for something for free. So I'm like, hey, do you want to do an exchange of content, or do you want me to pay you? Like I asked, I'm like, and if you want me to pay you, that is 100% fine. Please just send me a quote. Like I don't ever want anybody to think that I'm trying to get a freebie because of who I am online. Never.
100%.
So I make sure to always ask. So I hope that they're like, okay, this girl is really nice. We would love her to come in. We would love for her to do this thing here. And then I do think I'm pretty genuine online versus who I am in person. Like I really only know how to be one way. And I hope they watch that, and I hope they're like, yeah, we really like her and we'd really like her to be a part of this. But again, there is always that fear that people are going to perceive me as being a certain way. Do you ever get that? Like when you have a certain amount of followers and people are like, oh, this guy's a piece of shit because he's like
Well, do you know what the one of the toughest parts is? They'll take something you said out of context or as a joke, and then they'll be like, oh yeah, he's such a douchebag. Like I got tagged in something a whole bunch of times last week. Danielle sent it to me as well, where it's like some girl's making a video about some male TikToker at Paris, Texas, who like apparently gave his ID and was like, why you ID me? You should know who I am or something. And people are like, Rick, is that you? I'm like, I don't think that's me.
No, like
And if I ever
Rick,
said
is that you? You're like, oh, shit.
I'm like,
search bar.
if I ever said that, because if someone's asking for my ID, I'd be like, I'm fucking 35. I don't need to give you my ID. Like I've got gray hairs. Like I'm clearly above 19, man. Like, you know, they ID anybody who looks under 30. I don't even look under 30. So like, I'm just saying, like, someone says it, I'm like, could it be me? Like,
Yeah.
I go to Paris, Texas, everything. I was there a couple days before this video was posted. I'm like, was it me? And then you read the caption. It's like, no, this guy's 5'8". I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'm not 5'8". So I'm like,
Yeah.
It was
But
it's like-
Gio.
things that things that get taken out of context, right? Like that's my biggest thing.
No,
Where people are like, oh, I thought you were
huge.
like, you know, they'll see one video I posted. I mean, it's like they won't watch the whole they won't watch the whole video and be like, oh, you're just like fucking whatever, right? So it is a tricky part, but I personally don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
either.
no, it's scary. So I think they were all nice. I think they were all receptive. But again, I am scared that that's always going to be me, and people are going to be like, ugh.
Who gives a fuck what they think, though?
I actually kind of do. Like, not in the sense that I care what people think about me, like, in general, but I do want people to think I'm not, like, it's not even think I'm nice, it's I want people to see that side of me. So like I don't want to ever make anybody feel uncomfortable, and even if like a joke I make, I'm like, oh, they took that out of context. I feel bad, not because I'm like, oh, they can't take a joke, but I'm like, oh, did I make somebody feel uncomfortable? And that is what hurts, because I like always want to, my goal in life is to like create a space around me where everybody is like, she makes me feel like I can talk to her, and no matter what, I just want that.
I just feel like as much as you'd love that, like 90% of the people in that community could feel that way, but there's always going to be that like 1%, 10%, 5% that like will just find anything negative to say. Okay, this girl who even posted this video that may have not have been about Ricky, but people kept tagging him in it. Again, she took the time out of her day to post this video, and you know what? She probably did it to try to get the followers too.
Mm-hmm.
She had her own motive kind of around that, and there's always going to be someone that's trying to kind of tear you down, but it's just because they're bored in their own life.
I giggled because I got a comment today. Sorry to cut you off.
No, you're good.
I got a comment on one of my posts today that said like, So not everybody has to become an influencer, by the way, or something like that. And then I look at their page. They have 1 follower. It's probably them on another account. So I just commented back. I'm like, agreed. So like, please keep on doing what you're doing. Like, you're amazing. Like,
I was
like,
just
why
gonna
do
ask.
People
care?
are so bored.
Yeah.
But do you get hate? Have you gotten any hate messages?
I feel like so. Last time, a ton. This time, I feel like less, and I will explain why. So the first time, I call it the Out of Shape Olympics. Honestly, it's just for like, it's got a ring. Like, it just sounds.
It's perfect.
Yeah, it's got a nice ring. I wouldn't say I'm like in shape, but I also like wouldn't say I'm like fully out of shape. Like I can like walk without being out of breath, which is a win.
You can do the Winter Olympics. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's fairly fit. Like,
Yeah.
come on, call space spade. You did fucking bobsled, didn't tip. You did alpine skiing. You fell a couple times, but
skeletoned, yeah.
you did the skeleton.
And I was
Insane.
really good at that one too.
like,
Yeah. So people, the first time around in the Summer Olympics, when I'm in, obviously, clothing that shows a little bit more of my body. And I'm definitely not like the skinniest girl. And that is so fine. Your body, even if you're not happy with it, you should love it because it does things for you. It gets you places. You get up in the morning. It allows me to do things. So I love how I look no matter what. But people don't love it. And people love to call it like out of shape. Like, no, you're obese. I'm like, making fun of someone for working out is a wild take. The second time around, I didn't get as many hate comments. And I will say, I think it's because I was wearing more clothes. And not that I was like super revealing the first time, but this time I'm wearing like snow pants and a jacket and everybody looks bulkier. So I got way less comments about hating on me. And I would say most of the comments hating on me in general were about my size.
it's just some people are so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
So that's what I kind of back to my original point. Is like, fuck what anybody thinks. You did something that is so fucking cool.
Thank you.
Like it is. I don't. Let's talk. What was the total view count on this year? Do you know roughly
I think
ballpark?
like 10 million.
You just showed
Yeah.
10 million people something that brought smiles to 99.99% of them. You did something that most people will never get a chance to do in their entire life.
Yeah.
You're here because of this too. Because I literally was scrolling, and
Is
I
it on
do-
TikTok or Instagram?
Instagram. I doom scrolled all of it. I thought this was the coolest thing I've seen on the internet in a long time.
Thank you.
And you're here, and I love it, and I was obsessed with because I've thought about it too.
No, but this is something you talked about doing, but you just
I've talked about doing it.
Yeah.
I was either didn't have the energy, didn't have the time, didn't have the effort
It's
to
a
go.
lot.
It is a lot, and you did it. So you did
Yeah,
something that I
thank you.
want to do that I couldn't do myself. I think that's so fun. So if people want to hate, tell them to go fuck their mothers.
I will do
yeah, a
that.
little vulgar.
No, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Because you know, and
What
like,
he said.
I respect you for saying, you
Yeah.
want to care and you want to create a space for
Yeah.
everyone. And good on you. And I
Yeah.
appreciate that. And I used to think like that too. But no matter what you do, there's always going to want to be people that are going to hate you for whatever fucking reason. Like, people hate me because my fucking beard isn't perfectly trimmed, or I got a nose job, or my teeth are veneer, whatever the fuck they say. You know what? Cool. Go bang your mother. And when you're done banging your mother, go bang your father, and then fucking take yourself and jump off a fucking cliff. That's what I got to say to those people.
It's a lot of energy. Yeah.
Because it's just,
Yeah.
you're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
You're doing something that is so fucking
I'm
awesome.
trying.
And
Thank
look,
you.
me too. I do the same thing
Yeah.
too. And sometimes I wish I could publicly just shit on everybody who fucking talks shit about me, but I can't because it's a business, and
Yeah.
brands see this, and most brands don't watch this podcast, so I can say what the fuck I want here. But sometimes I get so mad. I'm like, 50-year-old Michelle telling me I'm single because I'm too picky. Meanwhile, she's divorced twice with 4 different kids from 4 different men. But Michelle, maybe you should have been more fucking picky. Maybe if you did, you wouldn't be in the situation you're in. So I can't say that online though sometimes. But that's what I really do want to say.
I
So
know.
Michelle, if you're
It's
listening,
hard.
but yeah. So I think
That part
what
was for
you're doing
Michelle.
is that part's for Michelle. What you're doing is awesome. And if you do
Thank
get
you.
hate, tell them where I told them to go.
Yeah. I feel like actually I don't even need to respond to my own hate. Like I feel like the people who are into my content, they dive on it before I see it. Like people in the comments, they love to comment. Like if you're there's creators which have their own space, and then there's like voyeurs of TikTok, and then there's the voyeurs that comment, and they are their own content creators in a way. Like commenters, like the good commenters, they should get paid. Like I don't know what else to say. Like if your comment gets a certain amount of likes, welcome to the creator fund. Like you're in it. Like we need them.
I've been defending Eileen Gu for about a week now.
I love her.
I'm obsessed.
Yeah.
That's
Laugh in that man's face who tried to insult
so
her.
I commented on that video, right?
Yeah.
And I guess I was early, and I'm like, I love you, Eileen Gu. You're a fucking legend. Don't let shit men tell you that a fucking silver isn't a gold. Something like that. People start going off on me.
Why? What
I
could
don't know,
that?
bro. She should have got gold, this and that. So then other people are attacking those people. And then I'm chiming in
Yeah.
defending Eileen. And then
Suddenly
Eileen
nobody
wins a
knows who's
gold.
talking to who,
And then
and
we're
then-
just, I think this comment thread's got like over 1,000 comments.
Yeah.
Like my comments got like 18,000 likes. And I've been going in it for like this a week.
Yeah.
We are over a week now. And every morning I check in and I'm just attacking people. They're
This is why
attacking.
he's busy.
We're just going off. And my best part is I call it work because I'm engaging with my audience.
You're like,
This
I
is my
can't-
work.
guys.
I'm engaging with my audience.
I can't. Yeah, I can't answer that email. Fuck you guys. Eileen Gu is the best.
Eileen, you're my girl.
Yeah.
I'm a ride or die Eileen fan.
I know she's great.
Yeah,
I
she's
love
the
her.
best.
Yeah.
So you've done. We talk about how much you spend. Let's say 5. Let's say 10.
yeah. Get me
grand.
back on track. I derail conversations
It's
real
fine.
quick.
I'm derailing.
He was
this
just on a
thing.
tangent there, so.
So we said we spent about 10 grand. As a business now, you do this as a
Yep.
business. What is, if you don't mind again,
Yep.
what is the business generated in terms of revenue, and how is that business generated?
So, in terms of the Out of Shape Olympics, let's just talk about that. That is, I would say, a passion project. Like that has brought in zero money in terms of what that actually is. I did get a sponsorship this time around, but I did get sponsored for something around the Olympics. So I did make some sort of money, but I don't know. Like the Out of Shape Olympics actually makes no money.
Okay.
But I'm not upset with that because that brings new people to my channel, brings new people to my page, and in turn, that actually allows me to make money in the future.
That's also what helped you like grow your community.
Yeah. I'm a big on like organic content. Like I feel like I say no to a lot of sponsorship deals rather than saying yes. I am very, very picky on like what I will take on, mainly because I don't want to cheapen my values and I don't want to cheapen the brand that I've built for myself. So, for example, and I'm sorry I didn't look through your page if you've ever done one like this, I will never work with any sort of gambling or like online, like what is it, like bet app.
Online betting
Yeah.
platform.
I just feel like that is like, I just feel like gambling itself is a tax on the poor. Like it's you're purchasing a dream and that dream never comes to fruition, and then people have a lot of gambling debts, and I just don't agree with it.
That's fair.
I actually like. Every now and again, I'll like go to the casino. My grandmother loved the casino. Like I'm not against gambling for myself, but I'm against promoting it because if the wrong person sees it, I don't want to be a part of that.
That's fair.
So that's
Yeah,
something that I
teach
get
their own.
all the time.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay, like I can't do this. So I actually do say no to a lot more things than I say yes to.
That's fair.
But yeah, I didn't make any money from the Out of Shape Olympics. I made money around the Olympics and posting around this time, but not from there.
Okay, cool. Have you? This is complete side note. Do you post your content on Facebook and YouTube?
I do. So yeah,
Okay.
okay. So that's really exciting. So this time around, I don't talk about money in terms of success because I just feel like if you value your life on money, you're never going to be happy.
Fair enough.
I try and make like little goals for myself. So I said this time around, if I got to 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, I would call this one a success. Because last time when I did the Olympics, the YouTube shorts only let you post up to a minute. And all of my videos were like a minute, 4 seconds. And we couldn't get it down. Like those 4 seconds, you know, when you're editing short form content is basically like editing out 30 minutes. I'm like, how, whatever.
You're taking out like 0.1 of like a dozen clips.
Yeah, it's impossible. Yeah. So we ended up not posting on on YouTube Shorts, sorry. And this time around we got to. And I think I gained 16,000 subscribers.
Oh, wow.
Fuck yeah.
That's amazing.
So that's like a whole new avenue. So definitely a success. And I didn't even realize I was posting on Facebook. I have like 15,000 followers on Facebook.
Fuck yeah.
It's me and my old people there. I love it.
Yeah.
They like comment. They're like, "You're so adorable. Like you go." I'm like, "Oh, I can tell what generation you're from. Like you're so cute."
I didn't realize I was talking to my mom the other day, and she goes, "Oh yeah, I think I still have that friend of yours from high school on Facebook." And I'm like, well, why are you even still on Facebook? But you know what? We need that generation to.
Yeah, no,
the,
we need
the
it.
reason I ask is because
Yeah.
Snapchat, Facebook, and YouTube are the 3 platforms that pay Canadian creators.
Facebook plays Canadian creators.
Facebook pays
Wait
very
a
well.
second.
You're 10 million views, maybe not right now because I don't know if you've hit the
No, I
threshold.
haven't yet. That's the
So
thing.
then maybe
Mm-mm.
through the organic posting over the next, let's call it year and a half, by the Summer Olympics, you might hit that threshold because it pays very well. Very well.
Interesting.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I'm at on YouTube. I think I'm at like 3 million views, which is crazy because I think YouTube's like the hardest one
100%
to get
It
in.
is.
I got 3 million views on YouTube. I don't even know how many millions of views on TikTok. Like I have no idea how to even quantify that. And then on Instagram, that is the 10. So like
That's unbelievable.
it's huge. Like it did reach a lot of people, and I feel like those are all different audiences. Like those are all different people, because I wouldn't watch the same thing on every platform unless it's my own content, and then I go and watch it on Instagram, and then I watch it on YouTube, and then I watch it again on TikTok. I'm like, wow, you're so awesome. Like,
do you share the like this upcoming summer? Are you going to share some of that stuff from 2 summers ago?
I don't know. I feel like I might just post it now. Like people are kind of into it.
Stuff, yeah.
But like I reposted some of it leading up to the Olympics this winter. I was like, oh, here's like a preview of what I did and what's to come. But I don't know. I feel like I don't know if anybody would care outside of the actual Olympic Games.
If you don't, sorry,
Go.
What's the end goal with the Outer Shape Olympics? Like, what's your dream situation?
I want to be like at the
up.
Olympics. I want to be like the person who's like, oh, and here she is again. Like I almost want to be like a mascot in a sense. Like that might be like the wrong word, but.
Okay, so let me ask you this: what's the path to get there?
Somebody at CBC needs to see this and send me to the Olympics.
Okay. Cool.
And how I get there, to be honest, like we said before, none of my business.
You don't get
none of my business. Like I'm not concerned with how
the blind confidence. I love it.
As long as it's ethical, I'm so cool with it. Like I want to keep it above board. I have a big problem with following rules. Like I don't ever like to do things that like will cause consequences that could be detrimental to me, and I don't like to be unfair to others. So if I get there ethically and I earned it, yes please. But if like I don't know,
so,
like I don't know if I want to get there breaking rules, I don't think I do.
No, fair. I'm just saying like.
Am I boring?
No.
Oh my god,
you are,
okay.
You are
definitely
far.
not. Yeah.
Okay.
I was just saying because like I see so many different pathways for you to get there, and like.
Please write them down and send them to me in an email.
Evolution.
Thank you.
I will send you the of what I would if I was you, because I wish I had the energy and the time and the mental capacity to do what you did. And I have a full fucking plan on how I would get to the Olympics doing what you're doing. And I really hope that when this is over, I give you this idea and you run with it, because it's fucking unbelievable.
Please do.
I'm going to give you my idea.
I will say though, I don't know if you feel this, but like I have a lot of imposter syndrome when I like post this kind of stuff.
Really? I was not expecting that from
like
you.
huge amount. So like every time I post a video, I don't think anybody cares. So like I'm just like, oh, nobody's gonna care about this one. I got lucky with the other ones. Like even looking back on my own content, I'm like, oh, this did so well. Like why can't I ever produce another video like this? And then I do. And I think I actually make really good content, but I'm so self-doubtful on everything. So you're being like, I have a plan for you to get there. I'm like, well, that would work for somebody else, but maybe not for me. Like, but then the delusional confidence, I'm like, let me go down the freaking skeleton. Like when it comes to like my own, like valuing my work and like valuing myself, I have a lot of self-doubt as a creator.
Wow.
So
I was not expecting that from you.
Yeah. I saw your post the other day. I wanted to ask you about it, if that's cool, if I derail us. How you were saying how when you pivoted your content type, you saw like a decline in views. And it is really hard, especially when you love the content you put out.
The hardest part is that it's a business.
Yeah.
And, I have a full-time staff.
Yep.
I have this that I pay for.
Yep.
In 3 years from now, if my numbers continue to go like this, I might not be able to pay for some of the things I do and have the investments in it and everything. And that would crush me, because I love this business that I've created. But I don't love this business I've created enough to continue on the path I was currently on. And the path I was currently on, don't get me wrong, I loved it while I was on it. It's just I'm not on that road anymore. I'm on a new road, and I won't go back to that old road unless it's something that means something to me. That being said, it's fucking hard. It's difficult because it's a business, and no one wants to see their business go down. Yeah. That being said, I have my plans, and I have my beliefs, and I'm the opposite of imposter syndrome. I don't understand how the meaning behind imposter syndrome. I don't understand how people can work their ass off and think they don't belong somewhere.
I just feel like I get lucky every time. That's like.
So I want you next time you fucking wipe out on the ski hill and you eat shit.
Yeah.
I want you to remember I got lucky.
Yeah.
Because that's not lucky. That's called hard work.
Yeah.
And there are people who get lucky, and even the people who get lucky don't believe in imposter syndrome, because luck doesn't just happen to those random people. Yeah, it does to the people who win the lottery. That's fucking sheer luck. But the people who fucking took risks on Bitcoin and call themselves lucky, no, that's not luck. That's risk. You took a risk and you got a reward. That's how it works.
You took a risk that someone else didn't take.
You took a risk that someone else didn't take. That's why, and I believe I'm the luckiest person alive. I will tell you that. I've told the whole world, and people are like, Ricky, you're not lucky. You work hard. I'm like, yeah, but my hard work has met luck.
Yeah.
I got my heart broken, and I happened to share a fucking quote about heartbreak on TikTok that went mega viral
at the right day,
right day, and it was something that meant something to me. I made my whole TikTok career was luck. I made a random TikTok that went mega fucking viral. That wasn't even mine. I just did it because I was bored one day.
Yeah.
My most viral TikTok ever did 10 million views. Was something I wasn't even going to post because I thought it was stupid. It was a voiceover that I just made in 2 seconds before bed.
Isn't that kind of the worst too? You're like, oh, I worked so hard on this other video,
again,
and then here it is.
That's so the idea of imposter syndrome to me is so unimaginable, because if someone ever says like, oh, do you feel like you don't belong here? Are you fucked? I've worked my ass off to get in every single room I've been. And yeah, sometimes we could call it pretty privileged. Sometimes we could call it a good genes, a good family, good network, good this, good that. But those are all things that I built, right? You know, when people are like, oh, you know, someone said something to me the other day. It's like, do you think you'd have the same amount of followers if you were ugly? Someone asked me at point blank. And I was like,
that's a crazy question to ask someone.
oh, I said, you know
That's
what?
a
No, but I
crazy thing
answered.
to say.
I said, you know what? I wouldn't. If I was ugly, and I don't think I'm the best looking person, but I believe I'm a good looking person. If I was ugly, I wouldn't have the same amount of followers. But you know what? When I was 30, if I didn't do everything that I've done now, when I was 25, if I didn't do everything I do, would I look like this now? No, I'm fucking 35 years old and I look almost as good as I did when I was 25 years old. And people are going to call us cocky, conceited, whatever. And I personally don't care, because I know how hard I work on my mental health, my physical health, my early mornings, my late nights, my businesses, and everything I do. So when people are like, oh, it's pretty privileged, like, well, you know what? Fuck you. You could have been good looking. You just didn't want it. There's no part of me that even slightly comprehends imposter syndrome. And I'm going
to chat more. Oh my God,
because
you need to hype me up,
you've done, look, I've thought about doing what you're doing. And it's so much fucking work. So for you to say I have imposter syndrome, to me is mind blowing, because there's a reason you did 10 million views, because nobody else could do what you did. Sorry. Other people can do what you've done. It's very easy to do, physically speaking, but the effort, the energy, the time, the planning, all those things, most people most people give up after the first one, after the running. Yeah. And you did 2 fucking Olympics now. Yeah. Like, that's insane.
It's wild.
Like, I went on a full rabbit hole on your shit because I thought it was the coolest thing I've seen on the internet in a long time.
Thank you. Okay, thank you.
And this is from someone who lives on the internet. Like,
okay, that makes me feel really good.
So next time you think about imposter syndrome, I want you to remember how many times you fucking ate shit on the ski hill. Yeah. I want you to think about how many hours you spent in the Mine Riviera planning your trip to Whistler, when most people would have been sipping their pina coladas like I do.
Or like how many times like we're all sitting there watching the Olympics, like shitting on the people making a mistake or whatever. You're actually getting up and doing it. Yeah. What's everyone else doing?
That's not luck.
I feel
that's
energized,
not luck anymore. Yeah, that's not luck.
You're like, what's
anymore.
next? Let's go.
Yeah,
tell me more how I'm great. Yeah, no,
but
but it's so hard.
Serious.
Even you saying it, I'm just like, oh yeah, like that's great. Like I don't know if this was the opposite, and like I'm like, no, you deserve everything you get. Like you are so amazing. But like me, I'm like, oh, it's okay. Like I just feel like I don't. Do you ever feel? No, you don't. But
I don't.
I was like, sometimes I feel like I don't. I guess this is why. So I've like tried reaching out to brands before. Like we'll get on like the content creation side of this thing. I've tried reaching out to brands before and I like never hear back. And I'm just like, do people not like me?
Well, you're
like, is it me? Because if my content's good, then I'm the problem. And it's hard to not judge yourself when you are the product.
So let me ask you this. How many leads do you generate for real estate?
Depends on...
Ballpark a month.
Lots.
Ballpark. 1,000?
Hundreds, yeah.
Hundreds?
Yeah. I'm calling all of them, so not thousands.
Sure.
Yeah,
okay, so let's say 100 leads. How many of those leads turn into clients?
If we're talking total, I would say like 10 to 15.
Okay, cool. So let's call it 10% lead to client ratio. How many of those clients actually close on their buildings or their homes?
That's what 10 to 15.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you are 10%.
Yeah.
So you got to remember, for each brand you reach out to, this is a business that you've been doing for how many years, real estate?
Real estate, I started in 2020.
So you're 5 years into your business.
Yeah.
You're a 10% close rate.
Yeah.
Now you're 2 years into social media business. Okay. You can't expect to be at the same close percentage that you are. Like that's how I used to be in sales in my old job, and my close percentage was 5% my close percentage was 5% on good leads. So every day I would generate, give or take 100 leads, and I would try and generate 10 offers. So if I could generate 10 offers a day, I would close 1 deal. Yeah. Now I knew that wasn't achievable. So I said every week I wanted to have 20 good offers, which was 5 good offers a day, 4 to 5 a day. Mm-hmm. And that's how I would hit my targets. Like it's such a hard thing, especially the content space, because one, you have a seasonal, like your peak is seasonal. Mm-hmm. And like for me, I've built something a little bit different where it's like I'm trying to keep it all year round. But yours, you hit your peaks and then you're going to come down. So it's like, how do you turn that? Okay, Winter Olympics are over. How do you generate content that'll keep people excited, whether it's about yourself, sporting.
My most
other
viral video
activities.
isn't even from the Olympics.
No?
Yeah, it's me making a Furby costume.
I love that though.
Did you see that one?
No.
It was
No.
crazy. Yeah, that one was nuts. It was me. So every year I do a really elaborate Halloween costume. It's my most viral video. So like even that, like you're right. Sorry, it is like peaks and valleys, but I do want to make it so like people stay because I do make content that is enjoyable. I think.
Well, the Olympics
Fingers
isn't every year.
No,
also,
it's every other year.
But again, how can you? So now you have this audience. Like, how can you keep them entertained by doing things that you also love? And I struggle with that part too. But every video I make, in my mind, is going viral.
Yeah. And you love all the content you make now?
Now I love all the content I make. I'm having my worst month I've had in probably 3 years.
But you're happier with your content than you were before?
I've been watching my own content so much more. And even the videos that I make, because she was just on holidays, was in the Philippines for a few weeks. I made a whole bunch of content myself, and I've never been happier with the content I make.
Good, okay.
And I've spent hours, like, I respond to comments and, trying to engage because I want people. Yeah, because, again, people followed me for one thing, because they were in a dark place and they saw me as sharing quotes and inspirational things that made them feel seen, made them feel heard, made them feel loved or whatever. Well, now I'm not in that place where I want to make that content anymore. So you almost got to talk people into staying. Yeah. And the people that want to leave, there's no problem. I get that. You came to see something.
And it's not
I'm not what
anymore.
You see anymore.
Yeah.
Perfect. No problem. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing these years with me because you don't realize that I needed them just as much as they needed me. Now I'm in a completely different space. It's a different time, different part of my life. And I want to be true to what I want to create. And if I want to talk about dating or talk about love or talk about whatever, then I'll do it because I want to, not because my business requires me to, or not because I'm doing it for the audience and the views and the followers and the likes, because it is a slippery slope. And, I found myself, especially last year, when you're chasing these numbers, and this year was tough. I'm so close to 500,000 on TikTok. And is a 500 make any difference? No, but anyone who's close to a fucking milestone number like that knows.
That's the new goal. Yeah.
It's and it was there. I was at 492. It was there. I'm at 489 right now. I've lost 3,000 followers in the last month and a half. And I'm just like, fucking, I've got the quotes. I know the ones. I've got them in the storage. And I refuse to post them.
Yeah. Well, that's not what you make anymore. Yeah.
100%. So it is
the
tough. The
pivot's hard.
The pivot is very tough. So let me ask you this. Now that the Winter Olympics are over, what's the rest of this year in terms of content look like for you?
I think I just want to keep making people smile. So whatever that looks like. So I really want to try a bunch of new stuff. I feel like, I guess the best way to describe the content or my goal for the content, and whatever that ends up looking like is great. But I think my content can best be described as people always talk about doing that thing and never do. I'm going to do that thing. So that's what it's going to be. Whatever that looks like, that's going to be it. I'm just going to do the things that everybody talks about doing, but never does.
I'm going to send you a list. When we're done this, I'm going to send you a nice list. I've got, again, what you're talking about, I've thought about doing.
If you want to come do anything with me, we can collab.
I would love to do things with you. Anytime you want, you let me know. I would absolutely love to. And if the more ridiculous it is, I'm even more excited.
I'm going to do, I did this last time after the Olympics too. I did, you don't have long enough hair, but I do hair hanging.
That's kind of rude.
So,
oh my God, have you done that?
Yeah, so I did hair hanging, which is a circus act. They hang you, you jumped the gun. I wasn't insulting you. I was giving you a...
You're short hair phobic. No, I'm kidding.
So you basically tie a knot on the top of your head and then you hang from your hair and you just swing back and forth. You do more than that if you're skilled, but that's not what I do. So yeah,
Did it hurt?
It hurts. Everybody thinks I'm psycho when I do this description, but do you ever have a tooth that hurts when you brush your teeth?
Yeah.
But you brush that extra hard and you're that kind of feels good. It hurts like that.
Okay.
Or the same way it hurts to get a tattoo. Yeah, see, you think I'm psycho.
No, I understand.
You get
that.
I don't brush the tooth that hurts.
I'm also just thinking I got my head destroyed dance with hairspray pulling, people going I feel like I could do it.
Yeah, no, or do you have a tattoo? You ever get a tattoo and there's a certain point where you're ow, that kind of feels okay. That feels nice, but it hurts.
Numbness.
Yeah, it feels like that. It hurts so much to a point where it's it's gone and it just feels uncomfortable.
Okay. I have a blister on my toe right now, and this is so random, but you're saying every time I keep moving my foot, it kills. But I keep moving it because I keep doing it. Because I'm hey, maybe if I keep doing it, it'll stop hurting.
Yeah, it's kind of exactly like that. Yep, feels just like that. But it's really fun. Yeah, I'm excited to do it again. And then I just want to do stuff that people talk about and then never get to or never do. And I'm just gonna leverage my audience to make it happen. If people want me to to do, I don't know, bungee jumping. I'm going to see what I can do. I don't know if there's any place to do it here other than like the Niagara Falls area, but like we're going to make it happen. Like I'm doing.
like Innisfil area.
That's where I grew up.
Oh, there's skydiving there for sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
some people I went to high school with work there. I'm not getting it.
So I do want to ask.
Not getting in.
Is
No,
there,
thank you. I don't trust any grudges that were made there. So
Is there any one sport
yeah.
you wouldn't do or you're scared to do?
Again or period?
Period. Because again,
I-
you've done it, so
yeah.
you can't really.
I would never. I don't think I'd ever skydive, actually. I actually don't think I'd ever skydive.
Really?
That's too much for me.
Okay.
I'd do bungee jumping. There's something about jumping out of a plane that, like, I don't think I'd make it out. If I was on, like, let's say I was hypothetically strapped up to the world's largest, like, I don't know, stick, and then they, like, drop me down and I'm, like, on a, what's it called, a bungee? 100% I'd do that. But, like, the nothing connected to me, no thank you.
Is it the fear of heights or is it that nothing's connected to you?
I feel like it's the fear of death. Like, it's not really the fear of height. I'm not afraid of heights. I'm not afraid of flying.
Okay.
I'm not afraid of... I'm just afraid of, like, what if the parachute doesn't go off? It's the fear of lack of control.
Cool.
And I'm just never doing that.
What's
Thanks.
yours, Ricky?
I feel like I could do every sport that I would. The only one that I guess would probably scare me the most is the really high diving one.
Oh no, that doesn't scare me either.
Yeah.
Because
doesn't
I
scare
could
me either.
pencil dive. Like I've jumped off cliffs that are 50 feet. But if I had, like, I could only pencil dive. I could not go face forward from one of those heights. Like I could not go face.
You're not supposed to. You're supposed to, every time you hit the water, you're supposed to go feet first.
Mm-hmm.
Because you hit the bottom every time. Do you watch Molly Carlson on TikTok? You should.
Wait, but sorry,
Yeah, I do.
those Olympic
good.
the divers,
Yeah.
they jump and then
Yeah, but it's
they don't go feet first.
They should hit the thing feet first. It depends on how high they're going. But I think every time you should hit the water or be able to turn yourself instantaneously because you hit the bottom. You need to be able to hit the bottom with your, like, I'm talking out of my ass. I actually am not 100% sure.
Did you do
but
the
I'm-
diving one?
No.
I never watched the Summer Olympics stuff.
No,
only
I
did
didn't.
all the
I
vid-
didn't. I wanted to, but I was afraid they weren't going to let me because
Okay.
you're not allowed to, like, rent the big thing if you can't dive. I'm very cautious to not do anything that would actually kill me.
I don't think that would kill you.
Fair
Yeah.
enough. I agree with that.
Yeah, it's art, but I'm not really willing to die for it
Okay.
yet.
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 I love that. Danielle, what would yours be?
That guy the Netflix guy who just climbed the free solo climbing. That, like, no, because you're not.
Yeah.
Nothing's attached to you, and I'll do anything. Like, I'm scared of the ocean, but I want to get, like, my scuba license. Go do that.
Okay.
I would still do it. You know what I mean? That, hell fucking no. My sweaty little ass hands, woo, fall by.
Yeah, I would never do that either. Ooh.
Like, no.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like, it's just that's how I die. And, like, I'm not ready for that.
Yeah. What a legacy, though.
Literally.
Good way to go on Netflix. Fuck.
Yeah.
Last question before we wrap up, because I think we're near that time.
Perfect.
If there was one thing you could say to your followers that came to your page, what would you want to say to them?
Thank you for giving me an audience and a platform that I get to do fun things. Like, it means the world that people care about what I'm doing enough to, like, hit the follow button. And thinking about the fact that hundreds of thousands of people were like, yes, I want to see more from this person, actually, like, melts my heart and gives me the opportunity to keep making fun content. So, like, thank you for being here. And I hope you stick around because there's more fun to come.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's honestly similar to what I would say
Yeah.
too. Yeah. Thank you for this.
Thank
You are an amazing storyteller. You are doing something that I think is one of the coolest things on the internet right now. You deserve all the success and all the followers and all the engagement that you're getting. And I'm a true fan of your work, honestly. I genuinely
thank you
believe
so
you are
much.
doing something really fucking cool. And I wish I could do what you are doing right now because I think it's fucking awesome.
Yeah, maybe you can.
I will join you. I will join you 1,000,000%.
Perfect.
If people want to find out more about you, your content, where can they go? How can they find you?
They can find me on every social media platform. It's at the other Stallone.
Even your name I love too. I fucking
Yeah.
forgot to bring that up.
Yeah, it's because every time
We
I
forgot to bring up your
my username. Yeah,
no. What you
Your
brought?
gift!
my
Oh,
God, my
fuck
gift.
it, fuck it. Bring it
Do
up
you
quickly.
wanna see it?
Quickly. Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay, okay.
I just thought about that.
Okay,
story.
it's really stupid and really silly,
Oh,
but I
I
brought
love
it.
that.
And okay, so I want to preface by saying these things are so important to me that they actually don't get to leave the house often. They've only been out of the house once before, and I'll explain that story in a sec.
Okay, while she's grabbing this, we're going to let everybody know. We tell every guest to bring an item. The reason we started doing this a couple years ago is just in case you have an episode where you hit a dry spot, or Danielle and I aren't having a good day where we're not too chatty. We
Or
don't
if
have
the
enough
guest is
questions.
just really nervous.
Yeah, sometimes the guest is nervous and they're not very chatty. This is our backup plan for every episode. Nobody ever brings in anything, and we never end up talking about the item. But she was really excited, so let's see what she's got.
Okay, so fun fact about me, I'm kind of a loser. So
Aren't we all,
I
though?
love to read, but that's not what makes me kind of nerdy. I love to read fan fiction. Do you know what that is? So fan fiction is basically
I don't read. Sorry.
Yeah. So imagine. So for example, we have like Twilight.
Okay.
Twilight's the original text. Then a Twilight fan fiction will be written by a regular person. It exists within the world of Twilight. It has the Twilight characters, but it's a completely different story. So a good example of this is like 50 Shades of Grey was a Twilight fan fiction.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
If we want to talk about the whole 9/11 Twilight pipeline, we can off camera because that's a crazy ride. I'll explain that. But so I'm really into Harry Potter fan fiction, specifically Draco and Hermione fan fiction, because I just think that they should have ended up together. So this is my prized possession. These are 3 bound copies of Manacled, which is my favorite book of all times. It is a Draco and Hermione fan fiction, which is now a traditionally published book. And why they're so special is, one, you can't buy this. You actually have to physically bind it yourself. So you have to print all the pages, bind it with the cover art, all that. And then this one is signed. They're all signed by the author and the girl, Avondale, who does all the cover art. And this is no longer online anymore because she got traditionally published. Her book's called Alchemized now. I also have that, and it's signed as well. But yeah, these are my actual prized possessions. If my house is on fire, I'm pushing my boyfriend out of the way to grab these books. So
I kind of love that.
that is what I
This is
brought.
not what I was expecting.
Same.
This is at all.
Everybody should read Alchemized.
Wait, but this is are the
Are these
books
my
the same?
cameras? Which is my camera?
Doesn't matter.
I'm
Any
just
one of
kidding.
Are they? So the book is now called Alchemized.
The book is now called Alchemized
So
by
it's
Senling Yu. It's traditionally published. Manacled is no longer available online, but people still have copies. If you find someone who's willing to send it to you, you should read it. But Alchemized is definitely...
Is it the same thing or?
It's a similar story, but
Okay.
like now there's original characters, and it's no longer based in the Harry Potter universe. And yeah, Draco and Hermione should have ended up together, and that's what I'll stick with.
I
love
love Draco,
that.
so
Yeah, I do
fucking
have a
love
Draco
this.
tattoo.
shut up.
Yeah, but it's like super sleek. It's like the constellation on my shoulder. For fan fiction, it's not for... I'm not a big Harry Potter fan for the books or the movies because I just don't agree with the author. But fan fiction... I've never said this publicly before. I feel great. Anyways, do you want to hold it? Thanks.
It looks great.
It is really good. Thanks. Do you want to hold on?
See,
to
but
it?
you
No,
know
my
what the-
hands are really
do you know
sweaty
what
right
the
now. I'm
tough
too scared
part
to
is?
ruin it.
Is that so first thing I do when I grab a book is I go straight to the back to see what it's about. This doesn't have anything on the back, so I don't know if I
Yeah.
would read it.
Yeah. Did
I
you
don't read
ever read
anyways.
Harry Potter?
No, I
Oh,
watched
yeah,
all
yeah.
the movies though.
Great. Yeah. Okay.
We're big movie people.
Yeah, we're off to a big start. Yeah.
It's okay, we're done
Honestly,
anyways. We're
okay,
good.
cool.
No, guys, Simona, thank you. You were
Thanks
an
for
absolute
having
pleasure to
me.
have
Yeah.
on first podcast too. Guys, give her a follow. Go check out her stuff. The unathletic Olympics,
Out of shape.
out of shape Olympics.
You
Sorry.
got it. Yeah. Keep going. And
Out of
take 2. Yeah.
Yeah, go check it out. Give her a follow. Give Danielle a follow. Give myself a follow. And we will see you guys next week.
Ah.